Alright, I'm mobbing the wagon. We are good to go. Selling these OEM seats today, and the guy said he's coming from LA, so he said he wouldn't be here till like around 4. I was gonna have issues putting the seats in the back of my Leaf. So now I'm mobbing the wagon and I'm running hella late because I had to put, should have done this last night. I really wasn't sure if this guy was even going to come down here, you know. I mean, it's such a long drive for some seats, but he's getting a killer deal. $150 for the pair. They just need a good shampooing. And yeah, I'm over here riding dirty. I forgot to take off the little block off plate on the back, so hopefully everything's all good. But yeah, this guy said he's driving from LA to pick up these seats for his white wagon. He said he was going to bring his wagon, so I figured I'd bring the camera with me and see if he wanted to talk for a couple minutes before he got back on the road. So I'll just chime back in when I show up over there and see if this guy wants to talk about his car. Alright, so this is the dude, Juan's Civic wagon. He just had it, just got it like 7 or 8 months ago. And yeah, they drove all the way from LA, like near Pasadena, to pick up these seats. And he's got a super clean wagon. So I'm really stoked to be giving these seats to this dude for a cheap price, because you know, if you drive from LA, like, you gotta be like a real enthusiast. That's a 6-hour drive just for some seats. So I was like, man, it's hella cool that this fool's like really down for, you know, restoring the car. But he said it's got like 242,000 miles, original motor, and he still mobbed it all the way from LA. Hella clean. I was gonna pop the hood real quick. Got the LS meshies on there. These actually look pretty good. Man. That's 30-year-old car, man. What is this, 91 or? 91, yeah. Over 30, what is that, like 32-year-old car. Still mobbing. So, right on for letting me do a little quick walk around with your car real quick. But yeah, so we're gonna make this deal happen, and I guess these guys are gonna get back on the road. Alright, so that went well. Pretty cool, folks. Yeah, it's just wild that they mobbed all the way out here from LA, man. So, like I was telling them just now, you know, like I feel like, you know, even though I really was trying to keep the seats, you know, they're going to a real Honda enthusiast, and that's kind of like what it's about nowadays. I feel like, at least for me, you know, if you're sitting on like rare parts and stuff, like, I don't want to be like, just like how I wouldn't just sell my wagon to somebody like that, unless they were like a real enthusiast and they weren't going to tear it apart for parts and stuff like that. This guy is obviously for the culture, man. So, short and sweet little video. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing back in the garage. Made it back one piece. Really gotta do something about this. Honestly, that's probably where the money is gonna be going for the seats here, is trying to get this thing registered and smogged. Luckily I've had it on non-op, so that's gonna save me a ton of money, because it has not been registered since 2021. And yeah, I really got to get back into working on these things. I don't know what it is. I go in and out of being a car guy nowadays. Everything's just so expensive, and the police would be wilding out. I should go take this road trip. You know what? Let's drive both wagons today. That'll cheer me up. It's a good thing I remembered to unhook the Odyssey charger, because I forgot my hood wasn't mounted on. So if I didn't have this thing charging right now, I would have just drove off with the hood unbolted, and very well could have flown off. But I think we're all good to go. Another thing is, when I was putting these wheels on, I'm not sure if these tuner lug nuts are appropriate for these types of wheels. So it's gonna be good that I do a little test run right now. But we have to get the steering wheel back in here. Right, queasy. Looking back, I realized that he actually had the same lug nuts that I have on my wagon, on his wagon with those LS meshies. So I think I'm in the clear as far as using these on my GSR Starfishes. I also need to finish the exhaust on this thing. I am just lagging. Definitely different driving this car compared to the other wagon. The clutch feel, the transmission shifting, it's all way different. Everything on this car needs to be replaced, I feel like. I definitely need to get the suspension. I gotta get new shocks for this thing. The shocks are just blown, the rear trailing arm bushing's blown. And then after I fix those things, I can focus on everything else. Idle's still high. It's just warming up, but still, the other wagon doesn't have a problem. Problem idling properly after just a couple of minutes of driving. I don't know if that means it's running warmer, faster, or what, but I'll let this thing run for a little bit. Turn it off. These tires feel alright. This is the first time driving them since I swapped the shoes on it. The stuff I was worried about with the lug nuts, I'm not hearing any or feeling any type of wobble, so that's good. Exhaust sounds nice. I did pick up this tip here a while back. I forgot about this, and I had to move it out the way, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't finished this exhaust still. So that's where I'll end this little video. Yeah, it looks like I do have my work cut out for me between these two wagons here, so I should get back to it, shouldn't I? I've been trying to stack up some money so I could actually get things of significance done. And, you know, sold those seats for 150 bucks. They're going for like $350 each on eBay right now, so... Like I said, I went to like a real enthusiast. I mean, you don't just drive 6 hours for some seats unless you're really about that life. So shout out to Juan. Hope you and your homie Frank made it back good. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.